strange pull at your chest, a quiet familiar ache you can't quite rest. That's me, still whispering your name in the ruins of us. I still talk to the empty side of the bed, whisper your name like it might summon you instead. The pillow holds the shape of where your head used to lie, but it's cold now and quiet, and I don't know why. I trace the scar you left across my chest, not with fingers, but with every shallow breath. It never really healed, it just learned to hide under layers of I'm fine. I tell myself at night, you didn't leave with anger, no thunder, no fight. Just slipped out like moonlight fading into light. And now every small sound in this too big room feels like your voice coming back too soon. Aching heart whispers your name in the dark, soft little secrets that tear me apart. I miss you, come home, please don't be gone. They echoed forever, but you're moving on. Your laugh still lives in the back of my throat. I swallow it down every time that I choke. On grocery lists, on songs on the radio wave, on moments that prove you're no longer my grave. I keep your old voicemail 32 seconds long. Play it when the loneliness grows too strong. Your head hits me, cracks open the wound, and I bleed all the love I was saving for June. Aching heart whispers your name like a prayer, hoping some part of you still lingers there. I love you, I'm sorry, just one more chance. They float like dead leaves in a meaningless dance. Aching heart whispers when the world falls asleep, telling the shadows the secrets I keep. You're happy someone would want that for you, but God, it still hurts that it can't include two. If whispers could travel the miles in between, I'd send everyone like a bird on a string. They'd find your new window, land soft on your sill, and maybe, just maybe, you'd remember me still. But hearts don't work magic, they only confess in quiet and pieces. Without you feels worse than the doubt. I can heart whispers fade each day, but never quite ready to fade away. I loved you completely, I still do, I swear. Even if you never hear them out there. Whispers, whisper. And if one day a bottle should wash to my feet, with your handwriting faint on the paper inside, I'll open it gently, read every line, then let it drift back, so our broken dreams can finally find peace. We built our tomorrow on driftwood and sand, castles of laughter we carved with our hands. You said we'd outlast every storm rolling in, but the tide came at midnight and pulled you from within. I still see your silhouette against the dawn glow, waving goodbye while the waves stole the show. No cruel sting, just dreams we once held, now drifting untethered and thin. I reached for your hand as the current grew strong, but you let go so softly like it wasn't wrong. You floated away on the promise we made, while I stayed on the shore watching everything fade. Broken dreams drift on an endless gray sea, of you far away from me. They bob like old bottles with messages lost. fires and the dark finally wins, I'll still be whispering your name to the ashes that used to be us. I lit a match to the photo of us on the pier. Watch your smile curl black at the edges disappear. Thought if I burned the proof, the ache might follow too. But fire only sharpened every memory of you. The way you laughed into my neck on winter drives, your cold fingers tracing hearts on fogged up windows at night. I keep replaying them like film stuck on repeat. Each frame flickers brighter the more I try to delete. You said we'll always have this, like it was carved in stone. Now the stone is dust and I'm breathing it alone. I thought forgetting would feel like mercy's gentle hand. Instead, every fading piece scorches where it lands. Fading memories burn, they burn slow and deep, like embers buried under sin where no one sees. I try to let you go, but the flames won't release. They whisper your name in the smoke, I can't breathe. Fading memories burn harder every night, turning love into cinders that still give off light. You're gone, but the fire left behind stays, consuming what's left of my yesterday. There's your sweaters in the drawer, still folded neat and small. I press it to my face, but can't find your scent at all. Just faint laundry soap and the ghost of your perfume. A cruel reminder that even traces fade too soon. I walk our old streets at 3 a.m. when the city sleeps. Stand under the streetlight where you kissed me and we promised stupid things like forever starts right here. Now forever's just ashes drifting in the air. Fading memories burn, they burn without end. Each spark a small funeral for what might have been. I reach for the warmth, but it blisters my palms. Holding on to nothing while the fire sings on. Fading memories burn, they won't let me heal. They keep the wound open so the hurt stays real. You left so quietly, but the place stayed loud, turning every I love you into smoke in my mind. If I could drown the flames, I'd walk into the rain. Let water wash the color from your name. But water can't touch what's already turned to char. You're etched in the ruin of who we were. I don't wanna hate you, I just wanna forget. But forgetting feels like another kind of death. So I sit with the fire, let it lick at my grief. Because cold without you is colder than the storm finally breaks, someday soon I'll still be the one standing under the moon, listening for thunder that sounds like your laugh, waiting for sunshine that never comes back. The sky opened up the moment you walked away. No warning, no thunder, just endless gray. I stood on the porch with your goodbye still wet on my lips, like the rain that won't let me forget. Drops hit the roof like fingers tapping cold, everyone spelling the hurt you bestowed. I count them like heartbeats that used to be ours. Now they just fall and drown out the stars. You didn't slam doors or scream through the night, you just faded like mist in the morning light. Left me here listening to water on glass, wondering how love can break so fast. Heartache, rainy, it pours and it pours, washing your name down these cold wooden floors. Every drop carries a memory we made, every puddle reflects the promises that frayed. Heartache, rainy, it soaks to the bone, turning my shelter to places unknown. You're gone with the clouds, but the storm stays with me, drenching my soul in what used to be we. I keep the umbrella you left by the door, still smells faintly of coffee and more, of mornings we laugh while the world stayed asleep. Now it just hangs there heavy and cheap. The streets shine like mirrors showing my face, a stranger who wanders your empty space. I walk through the downpour, no coat, no plan, hoping the rain might somehow wash out the men who loved you too deeply to ever let go, even when you said it was time to let flow. Heartache, rainy, it falls without end, blurring the lines where my heart used to mend. You took all the sunshine and left me the flood. Now I'm swimming in memories, simple as the mud. Heartache, rainy, it whispers your song in every soft pattern that lingers too long. You're dry somewhere smiling while I'm here to stay, drowning in feelings that won't wash away. If I could bottle this rain, send it back to your sky, maybe you taste how it feels when we die. Not with a crash, but a slow, quiet leak, a love that keeps falling though the vessel is weak. I don't curse the weather, I don't curse your name, I just stand in the downpour and shoulder the blame for believing forever could live through the wet, for thinking our story wasn't over Heartache, rainy, it never runs dry. It fills up the silence with every goodbye. You're free in the clearing, the sun on your skin, while I'm still out here letting it in. Heartache, rainy, rainy, rainy. And if you ever wonder why the nights feel so long, it's because hope left quietly and took all the songs. I used to keep a candle burning on the sill, small flame for the day you'd find your way back still. But the wick grew shorter, the wax pulled and dried, and I watched the last flicker decide it had lied. I whispered your name to the darkening room, like a child still calling for light in the gloom. But echoes came back colder, thinner each time, until even your shadow stopped crossing the line. I held on to maybe like oxygen in lungs, believe broken things could be fixed with enough love. But hope isn't stubborn, it tires, it bends, and quietly leaves when the pretending ends. Lost hope fades, slow like a bruise turning pale, color draining away from a once vivid tale. You and I collide, my reason, my air. Now the dark settles in, and you're no longer there. Lost hope fades, it doesn't scream or explode, it just slips through my fingers down a long empty road. I reach for the pieces, but they crumble to dust, and all that remains is the ache in the road. Your coat still hangs heavy in the back of the hall, sleeves brushed against mine like it remembers it all. I wear it on nights when the cold cuts too deep. Pretend your arms circle me while I try not to weep. The calendar pages keep turning alone, marking months since your laughter felt like home. I stopped counting sunrises, stopped marking the days, 'cause time without hope is just quiet decay. Lost hope fades, softer than any goodbye. No final explosion, no reason to cry, just a slow gray surrender that swallows the light, turning mornings to ash and the stars into night. Lost hope fades, and it takes you along, the version of us that was foolish and strong. I'm left with the hollow where dreams used to grow, a garden of nothing where nothing can grow. If I could trade every tear for one spark of you, I'd light up the sky just to see your face through. But hope doesn't bargain, it simply departs, leaving only the silence and these shattered parts. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame me for staying, for thinking that love could outlast all the fraying. Now the candle is gone, and the wicks turn to smoke, and I'm learning to live with the nothing you spoke. If you ever remember how deeply I loved, no, I'm still here, still bleeding, still not enough. I still trace the shape of your hand in the sheets, fingers spread wide like you're reaching in sleep. But the mattress is cold where your warmth used to stay, and the silence keeps asking why you couldn't wait. I replay all that, I love you in my head. Your voice sounded tired like the words already bled. I should have held tight, I should have begged you to stay. Instead I let go and you drifted away. No fight, no blame, no dramatic goodbye, just a door closing softly while I stood there and died. You left every piece of us perfectly neat, so I'm the only one breaking piece by piece. I'm lost in pain, drowning where no one can see. Every breath tastes like you walking out on me. The world keeps turning, but I'm frozen in place, chasing shadows of your face. Lost in pain, it's the only place that feels like home. Carrying ghosts in the cage of my bones. You're gone, but the hurt stayed behind to remain, and I'm still so fucking lost in pain. Your toothbrush is gone, but the holder's still there. Empty space mocking me, cruel little stare. I keep the light on in case you change your mind, even though every clock says you're too far behind. I wear your old hoodie when the nights get too long. It still smells faintly like the you that's been gone, but the scent's getting fainter with each passing day, like even your memory is slipping away. I'm lost in pain, screaming under my skin, trying to outrun where we've already been. You took all the color and left only gray. Now I'm painting with tears every single damn day. Lost in pain, it's the only truth I know. Oh, that keeps opening wherever I go. You're free somewhere smiling while I'm here to decay, still so hopelessly lost in pain. If I could trade every heartbeat for one more night, I'd give you my tomorrow just to hold you tonight. But love doesn't bargain, it just quietly breaks and leaves you collecting the pieces it takes. I don't hate you for leaving, I just hate that I care, that I still look for your shadow everywhere. You're probably happy, God, I hope that you are, while I'm learning to live with this permanent scar. I'm lost in pain, and it won't let me leave. It whispers your name every time that I breathe. You're not coming back, but the hurting won't fade. I'm forever the echo of promises we made. Lost in pain, lost in pain, lost. I used to count your lies like stars I could wish on. Believed every forever you painted so strong. You built me a castle with words made of glass. I moved in so blindly I never saw cracks. One careless whisper, one number on your phone, one just a friend that you swore I I'd outgrown. I stood in the doorway while truth tore the frame, and watched every promise go up in small flames. Oh, you didn't scream, you didn't beg me to stay, just lowered your eyes and then looked away, like silence could bury the knife in my chest, like sorry could stitch what you tore into mess. Shattered trust crumbles, slow like old stone, piece by piece falling, I'm left here alone. Every I love you now echoes like dust. I breathe in the ruin of what used to be us. Shattered trust crumbles, it won't make a sound, but it buries me deeper each time you're not around. You broke what was sacred with hands that once swore. Now I'm picking up fragments I can't recognize anymore. Your side of the closet still hangs half full, shirts I can't touch cause they carry a pull. I fold them like letters I'll never send back, proof that I loved you enough to keep track. I replay the moments I should have walked out, the late nights of perfume I pretended about. I stayed cause I thought love could swallow the pain. Now I'm choking on trust that you poured down the drain. Shattered trust crumbles, it cuts as it falls, through memories left, the writing on walls. You said we were solid, unbreakable, true, but solid things shatter when they're lying to you. Shattered trust crumbles, no crash, only ache, a quiet destruction no one else can take. You walked into someone while I held the door. Now I'm locked in the wreckage forevermore. I don't wanna hate you, God knows that I tried, but forgiving feels heavier than all of the lies. I keep asking why you let it decay, when all I ever wanted was to stay. If I could go back, I'd still choose to believe. That's the cruelest part, I still love what I grieve. You shattered my trust, but you left me the blame for believing your heart could ever be tamed. Shattered trust crumbles, and time won't prepare. It just grinds the edges till nothing is there. I'm learning to live in the house you burned down, still smelling the smoke of the love we let drown. Shattered trust I still listen for you in the hush after dark, hoping the silence might one day spark. You packed your things while I pretended to sleep, folded your sweaters, quiet, no sound, no weep. I kept my eyes closed, let the mattress pretend that your leaving was only a dream that would end. The zipper closed softly, a sound like a sigh. You paused at the doorway, looked back one last time. I felt your stare burning right through my skin, but neither of us spoke, we just let the end win. No raised voices, no plates on the wall. No, don't go, or I hate you to cushion the fall. Just the hush of your footsteps retreating so slow, and the door clicking shut like the end of a show. Silent farewell, pain cuts deeper than screams. It bleeds in the quiet, it haunts all my dreams. You walked out so gently, no storm, no goodbye. And now the silence you left is the loudest I've cried. Silent farewell, pain, it never lets go. It lives in the places you used to call home. No closure, no anger, just endless gray rain, falling forever in silent farewell pain. Your key's still on the hook by the door. I pass it each morning, pretend there's no war. I water the plants that we bought on that day, the ones you named silly, they're dying anyway. I sleep on your pillow to catch what remains, a faint trace of shampoo, a ghost of your name. But even that's fading like fog in the sun, and I'm left holding nothing when morning's begun. Silent farewell, pain slices clean through the bone. No scar you can see, but I'm never alone. With the echo of footsteps that never come back, and the weight of the love that we couldn't unpack. Silent farewell, pain, your whispers, your face, in every dark corner, in every empty space. You chose quiet mercy, I chose quiet death. Now I carry your absence with every last breath. If you ever look back on the life that we shared and feel even one splinter of guilt or despair, no, I don't hate you, I just miss who we were before silence decided what love was worth. I would have screamed, I would have climbed softly the kindest cruel loss, and left me to drown in the ache of your heart. Silent farewell, pain, it won't ever fade. It lingers like smoke from a fire we made. You're gone without traces, no fight to recall, just this endless soft hurting that swallows it all. Silent farewell, I still set your coffee mug the way you like. Black, no sugar, handle turned just right. Even though the kitchen light stays cold and your footsteps never reach the hall anymore, I fold your side of the blanket every night, like you're coming back to slip inside. But the crease stays perfect, never breaks, just like the promises we didn't try to say. You didn't shout, you didn't slam the door. No final words lying bloody on the floor. You just faded like steam off morning tea, and left me holding ghosts you used to be. Silent goodbyes echo louder than screams. They rattle the windows of all my dreams. You walked away so quietly, I still hear the sound of nothing year after year. No crashing waves, no burning bridge behind, just a slow bleed love can rewind. Silent goodbyes echo, 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 and I'm still answering a phone that doesn't show. Your scent is gone from every shirt I own, but I swear some nights it drifts back home. I breathe it in like oxygen I stole from a life that already let me go. I keep your letters on shuffle in the car, wait for your favorite line to start. When it hits, I pull over, engine off, and let the memory finish what you start. Silent goodbye. Instead you chose the kindest kind of cruel, a soft departure, silent, beautiful. Silent goodbyes echo soft as snow, covering everything I used to know. You left so gently, I forgot to believe. Now I'm just a voice the silence needs. Silent goodbyes, they never really leave. I'm sorry, I'm so damn sorry. You'll never know. I keep your last text saved like a crime scene photo. 3 little words that used to mean home. I'm tired, that's all you wrote at 2:17. I should have driven over, I should have begged on my knees. Instead I typed okay and stared at the screen. Let the silence stretch into something obscene. I thought space would heal what we both couldn't say. Now I drown in the hours I let slip away. I didn't see the weight you carried alone. I was too busy building walls of my own. You were slipping, fading right in front of my eyes. And I told myself tomorrow we'll try. These tears of regret burn harder than anger ever could. They carve rivers through me. Where your love used to flood, I would give every heartbeat, every breath left inside, to rewind to the moment before you said goodbye. Tears of regret, they don't ask for forgiveness. They just keep on falling, like I'm still confessing. I failed you in quiet, the cruelest way. Now I'm left with the echo of words I never prayed. Your favorite mug sits untouched on the shelf. Coffee stains like fingerprints left by myself. I pour 1 cup every morning at dawn. Pretend you're still yawning, still humming our song. The bed is too wide, the room is too still. I whisper I'm sorry, but it can't reach you now. I see every chance that I stupidly missed. Every I love you, I let die on my lips. These tears of regret are the price that I pay for the love I took for granted. Take you so tightly. I'll never look away. I'll fight for each second. I'll beg you to stay. But I'm here on this cold wooden floor, collecting the pieces of what isn't yours anymore. Saying your name like a prayer no one hears, drowning in regret, tuning in tears. These tears of regret are all I have left. A flood I can't stop, a wound I can't mend. You were my forever, I was your mistake. Now forever's just echoes and tears in my wake. Tears of regret. Tears of regret are flowing, falling forever.